Alright, there we go. Hey guys, Resurfing here. So, I got my Lego Mario set. I actually have a few sets here, only two of which are going to be built tonight, and I only have two Super Mario ones. Uh, so, of course I have the base set, the starter kit, but because I pre-ordered from the Lego shop online, I also got the Super Mushroom and Monty Mall set. We're going to be doing those tonight. Obviously, we're going to start with the starter set. The other thing I got is because when the pre-order was put in, I got the Lego Easter Chick set. I've wanted this set for a while. Could not find it. I finally got it as a special promotion, so that works. I did realize there's going to be an issue with Mario if I turn him on. He's going to read the table as fire. Anyway, let's see how I do on this. It looks like you do have an alternate build for this, where you can make it a tower that the Goomba is hiding in. A larger tower, rather, than what Bowser Jr.'s in. I'll probably just stick with the normal build. I may rebuild it in the future if I want to. That tape does not want to come off. I have no idea where my clippers with the file on them got to. I have an idea where they are, but I don't know for sure. Whoops. Alright, well, there's bag 1. Bag 3. Bag 2. This bag doesn't have a number on it. Bag 4. Instructions. Bag 5. And what I'm going to assume is the battery box. Alright, so I'm going to put these bags on the floor because I do not have enough room on this table to do that otherwise. Alright, let's see. Sure enough, first thing is to take this out. And yep, there's the base Mario. I'm assuming there's no batteries in him now. It takes 2 triple A's. I know I have triple A's around somewhere. I also have screwdrivers here, so I'm safe with that. Let's see here. No, I have triple A's. Are they down here? They might. Yep, there they are. Got them. I actually had them here specifically for this and just forgot to actually. Alright, so 2 AAA batteries. Pretty much everything is just standard screw size at this point, so I don't even need to bother checking which screwdriver I'm using. And I got this 5 Nights at Toadstools for a reason. That is eerie. Interesting. So they actually both go the same way. Am I putting in the right? Yes, I am. Okay. It's not often you have a circuit like that. Alright, let's screw you back together. And bag 1 I need. They say it's bag 1, but it's definitely not bag 1. Bag 1 is not where those parts are. It's where one of those parts is. Not that bag. There you are. Alright. Bag 1 is the hat and the buttons and ears. Alright, well, another reason I have the screwdriver up here. Get a look at some of the base plate stuff too. So we have fire, grass, water. Alright, there's the buttons and the ears. And it looks like there's an extra ear piece. Yep, there's one extra of each of those. It's good to know. And the overalls are in this bag. Which is the unlabeled bag. Or one of the unlabeled bags. There might be actually 2 unlabeled ones. Nope, never mind. It's just the one. Alright. Buttons are on, and they actually feel like they'll stay on, which is impressive. Ears. Plug him in. Put on his hat. Alright, let's activate him. Now I am curious. There's a lot of red on the table. Sure enough, he recognizes that fire. It is very quiet, so you probably can't hear any of that. So I'm actually going to put this up to the mic. So here's fire. And show the image as well. Water. And that just makes a squish sound. And grass. Which just kind of makes a boing sound on it. Alright. And he doesn't recognize white as anything now. Alright. You're going to go... Oh, also, I was told I should try this. That's worth it. That is worth it. I don't know if you heard that. Alright, take off the pants again. There's absolutely no reason for that to be programmed in. I love it. You can also take a look at how the sensor works. So there's lights there. That's how it's going to know when it's in a dark area like the pipe. And that must be a tiny little camera in between them to read the barcodes. Anyways, it's going to be off for now. So back to FNAF mode. That's what I'm calling off mode. Off mode is FNAF mode. They really want you to use the app, huh? Fine. Instructions. I have a smartphone or tablet, so I can't do it that way. Okay, here we go on the website. Where are the instructions? Building instructions. There we go. There are 2 sets of instructions there, so I'm going to download both. Or rather, open both. I'll probably download them later. This literally just shows me what's in the pamphlet. Okay, what's the other one? There's the actual instructions. Okay, there we go. They may have actually been in here, and I may just be an idiot. Nope. You have to do it online. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be downloading that later then. Alright, so bag 2. Like, I get that a lot of it's just so that you can just kind of build everything on your own and figure out your own thing, but still. Have physical instructions. At least these are pretty much entirely unique pieces, so I don't have to worry too much about not having the right thing. There's a couple pieces from other sets, for the most part these are unique. Alright. So first up, it looks like take these 2 pieces and put them on the shoes. I suspect this is going to be the base for most of the enemies. This little square here, because this is going to be a Goomba, but I mean, change out the feet and you've got Bob on. Alright. Make sure I have the right scans there. There's got to be one more brown piece, right? Probably. But for now, I can do this. Yes, her face is on the correct way. Ah, I know it's missing something obvious. Obviously, we need to have these set up in such a way that we get a bit of a Goomba shape. Because Goombas, of course, have to have that mushroom shape to them. I really, really wish that that they had the physical instructions instead of the download things, because you know these downloaded ones are going to get rid of them eventually. I'll probably find and post them somewhere. I'll probably post them somewhere myself. Just because you know they're going to disappear. I don't know if it matters, but it does have specific direction. The barcodes do show which enemy is on them. Because you can see the Goomba shape there. And that's Goomba done. Put them down for now. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Wasn't expecting it, but it makes complete sense to do it this way. So take one of the green pieces, and take two blue pieces, and then put the pipe on. Because it's a pipe, of course there'll be water in it. I'm pretty sure the water gets covered up with these next pieces. Because I actually did the pipe part too early, but they did not have to do blue pieces. It would have been cheaper just to do the green ones. This is what they went with, and it does make a certain amount of sense. Alright. Whoops. That's for later. These green pieces here. Two small ones around. And finally, barcode for the pipe, which, once again, it shows exactly what the piece is. This does mean if you wanted to, you could theoretically make a level where Goomba is the pipe that warps you. Now, why you want to do that? I don't know, but you could. And then we just finish up the pipe. Looks like the rest of the stuff up here is flat. In here is for the flag, and some decorative stuff, and Bowser Jr. And sure enough, we're doing the flag next. Alright, so another piece of grass, flag pole, bottom. That's not the right QR code, is it? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. I thought it was going to be for Bowser Jr., but no, it's the Bowser flag QR code. Okay. Or if Bowser himself is the same one. I keep on QR code barcode. They're not QR codes. I mean, they technically are. They're basically the same thing, but you can see there's a Bowser face there. You can barely see it, but it's there. So that barcode goes there. Looks like the barcodes do have different colors as well, based off what they are. And this round piece, which is probably what's going to be holding the flag in place. This little washer. That's not a good image of it. we go. Oh, and if there seems to be a delay between my comments, it's because I'm checking on the stream screen versus what's actually happening in real time. Right. Flagpole itself. Got a yellow ball piece. These have been pretty common sets recently, especially the LEGO Friends ones. And a little yellow stud. That there. That. And let's see, am I right? Yep, sure enough. I'll do this piece down here. And that's all in place. By the way, this is one of those flexible poles, so you don't have to worry about snapping it. Well, you still have to worry about snapping, but it'll take more effort than usual to do that. And then, just the flag. There we go. That's the flagpole. And then we get some decorative pieces. As usual, they give you an extra of each of the flowers. So there's a yellow and a pink. So basically, all these small parts have at least one extra. Even with the actual building structures up here, looks like there's still a lot of room just to mess around with on your own. Which is good, because that's the point of these sets. I doubt I'll be needing you later, so for now I'll just put you over here. And now some of the obstacle stuff. And they have been more or less containing these to one bag. Mario himself is the exception. Bag 3, there you are. The rest of the stuff in this bag, by the way, is just road pieces. Or linking pieces, rather. So we're going to start with this blue piece. And it looks like we have a little gear piece here. Yep, a little black gear. Sure, that's not showing up on screen. Probably help if I was actually looking at it. Let's see. There's little perforated edges there. I'm assuming it's a gear piece for, because this looks like it's going to be a spinning bar. It is more or less showing up, which surprises me. Is this how they do spinning pieces now? Show a gray circle piece. I don't see that piece. Oh, there it is. It's hiding. Yeah, they must have changed the way the spinners work. Okay. Oh, no, it's probably... No, it's not going to make the clicks. They just changed how spinners work. Because spinners, when I was a kid, they had a little pole there that you attach the spinner to, and that's how they worked. I like this way better, honestly. But yeah, it's spinning. Alright, some gray blocks. Oops, I actually skipped a step by mistake. Alright, so we put a piece on a small piece on the spinner. Put 2 gray blocks right beside that piece. And then there's another thin piece to put on there. So there we go, we got a spinning block. Next up, we actually make the bar itself. So we start with this brown piece. And we're going to basically build onto it. We have our next barcode piece. By the way, it's showing specific directions with the barcodes. I doubt it matters. But just in case, I'm pointing specific directions. So next barcode piece is a spinner. I suspect he reads them perfectly fine either way. But just to be safe. Alright, so 2 pieces. Oh, there. Ooh, another small bag. I am not risking you exploding everywhere. There's a bunch of tiny pieces in this. Alright, so it looks like we line these up right next to this the spinner base, or rather the spinner edge, because I'm sure it's the part that he's spinning around on. So we got that. And 2 gray pieces, which I'm going to guess are the parts that actually attach here. Oh, they're still in the small bag. Okay. Like I said, there is a rebuild as well. I don't know whether or not I'll do that, but it does exist if anyone's interested in it. Rebuild is to make a bigger tower that Goomba hides in. And so we've got those pieces there. If I'm right, that's where that's actually going to attach. Yep. It looks like it attaches to those pieces on the end, and not the gray pieces. Or rather, lengthwise goes on the gray pieces, on those middle gray pieces, and then the end is held on the other way. So now we've got the platform spinning. Now, looks like a different part of the spinner. This may be the activator. We have a white piece, which, as far as I can tell, white doesn't do anything with Mario. Let me check to be sure. Nope, he just reads it as another type of grass. Actually, a bit surprised it doesn't read as clouds. It is a bit eerie, by the way. Alright. These actually do seem to be clouds. Because I just noticed a piece that's in here. Alright. So there's a small piece on the bottom there. Okay, so 2 whites on the side of that. 2 small whites on the side of that. So these 2x1s. I know this stuff is not showing up on camera well. Eventually, I will get an actual camera for streams like this. Preferably one with Bluetooth streaming capabilities. That way that I don't have to worry about wires too much either. And yeah, so this is definitely a cloud. It's going to get fluffy in a second. screw up. I'm just going to get all of you out at this point. Alright. So we have these four pieces, the little round pieces that you get when Lego wants to make a standing gimmick. And they're attached to the bottom. Oh wait, there are no barcode pieces in this bag as far as I can tell. Outside the one already used. That is. So yeah, that's definitely gotta be representative of the Cloud. Especially since the next pieces that are coming are these. Yeah, pretty much no question that that's a Cloud. I am curious if they did these same pieces in green somewhere. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's just one extra on that then. Alright. So it looks like... Yep, there we go. I think I had that right. Yes, that's the direction it goes. Alright, so Cloud's going like this. And we have two more of these pieces to use. It looks like they go on the inner part of that. I'm not exactly sure exactly what this mechanism is. Oh no, there is one more barcode piece. Yep, and sure enough, they're clouds. Alright, it's barely staying in focus, but you could see it for a second there. It's actually using all of those small pieces. I'm surprised. As far as I can tell, it's not going to matter, but I do want to actually see the way they have it on here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. Alright. So I doubt it matters, but I'd rather be safe than not. We have a long gray piece, which is the end of this bag. Well, almost. There's one other piece, but we're not quite there yet. Right, so that piece goes on there. And we've got a little small round piece. I'm actually surprised it doesn't tell me to attach this to anything. I thought maybe it would attach to the spinner, but not as far as I can tell. Alright. Next bag. Yeah, so... Oops, I screwed up a part there. This now goes here. And that makes a bit more sense. Still not quite there, but there's our cloud platform. Must be an alternate option for the spinner. It's the only thing I can think of. Alright. Does give me a lot more leeway just to play around with things. Bag 4. This is one that contains a lot of the floating stuff. You're starting with a brown piece. 2x8? Yeah, 2x8. Alright, it looks like we've got these. Yep, okay. So we have brick pieces that I'm pretty sure exist. These specific ones only exist in Mario. There are the Lego pieces that represent bricks. I'm pretty sure these specific ones are only in Mario at the moment. Because they're the brown ones, and I think the other ones are only in red. I wonder if you'll read regular brown as a brick or something like this, or the lighter brown, I mean. Looks like the question mark's going to go in the middle there. Yep, more of those. See, if I had a camera that could reach down to the floor, I'd be doing this on the floor. I would absolutely be doing this on the floor. Alright, you can see you get the bricks on both sides. Now we have the question mark blocks, which means we need this block, which hopefully is showing the question mark. It is. The barcode for it, which again shows exactly what it goes to. And a small round piece, which allows the question mark to be a bit higher up than the other blocks. And this is an easy enough one. I can just do this. Oh, it actually does have a question mark on both sides. I did not notice that. That's actually good to know. As far as I can tell, it generally seems to consider where the symbol is to be what I'll call the front of the piece. Again, I doubt it actually matters. And of course, the question mark blocks have to float. So now I know these pieces are there. You are. No, actually, that's not the piece I'm looking for. There's one of them. Where's the other one? I know you're in here. The parent pieces are often my nemesis in this. Actually, I can see. There you are. Wow, you were hiding in there. Is that gray? That is gray. There we go. So you have a small gray piece. These, what I call windows, because that's often what they're used for. You attach them with the, so that it makes a little thin piece. And then the question mark block goes right on top. So we have our little floating block. Mario, out of the way. There we go. Now we have some hills to build, it looks like. So, more grass. Or what I'm going to call dirts. Now just go along the edge of the grass. So their corners are the only things touching. Alright, there we go. And another grass piece on top of that. So I'm going to move some stuff just to make this easier. You get a bit further back, please. And we do basically the same thing but bigger. So grass piece, 4 blocks. Where only the corners are touching. So it's like this. But this time, instead of putting in another grass piece on top, we're taking... Okay, once again, where are those pieces? There they are. So this time, we're taking one of these larger pieces, put them on top, and put it around to the side. And put a small piece on the side. Sorry, hiccups for some reason. So you get a bit of a sturdier piece there. And then we're doing the same thing we did in the first part of this. But once again, 4 pieces where only the corners are touching. And where's that last one? There we go. And another grass piece on top. We got a bit of a bigger hill, and it looks like there's enough to do one more hill like that. This one, however, works a bit differently. So we have the grass pieces, and we have 4 of these pieces, big flat pieces, that, once again, only the corners touch. That seems to be the rule for the hills. Put another grass piece on top. There's actually one more grass piece in there. Alright, so we have 3 levels of hill. Next up, I think it's a tree. Start with a thin brown pawl. These are the pieces that are generally used for the pirate ship masts and whatnot. Maybe they're also used for broom handles and mops and whatnot. We have these pieces that have a hole in the top. Put them through. These little tan ones. Most of these pieces are probably used most in the Harry Potter sets. I don't really know, so I don't really do the Harry Potter stuff anymore. Looks like there's a round bottom piece. Alright, so these are the Easter egg pieces. I'm pretty sure it's the only things that have ever been used for before. Might be wrong. I've only ever seen them used for Easter eggs. Alright, put that piece there. Alright, so we have a tree. here for now. It should stand okay. There we go. Next up, we're having another floating piece. First off, is that a brown? That is a brown. Okay. I don't see a brown. Oh, there you are. You're hiding. Small brown piece. We have another one of those leafy pieces, which I just had. Where are you? There you are. I don't know if I've shown these ones off yet. These are pieces that I've never actually seen before. I don't know how recent they are. There's these leaf pieces. These may be exclusive to Mario. I don't know. But they're not the usual leaf pieces I'm used to. Alright, so, and then a yellow stud on that. You'll see more of that later. Next step is to grab this paw. This very invisible paw. I actually kept grabbing this piece by mistake because I did not see it in the bag. I know it sounds stupid, but it's true. That goes onto that little yellow stud. And we have a cloud that we put on there. This set is not done yet. But that's it for that part, apparently. So we have our cloud. Okay, that part's not going to stay on its own. So we have more water. And yes, I know I say it weird, but that's the PA Dutch accent for you. Once again, 4 of these pieces where only the corners touch. And I put those two in the wrong spot. So I was not paying attention to what I was doing. Because I forgot that this piece is slightly bigger than the other ones. It's the same size as this piece of flagpole's on. And grass on top of that. So we have a little island. And for now, that's it for those. There's a couple pieces left in here that have not been used yet because I forgot to put them on. These are the tops of the bricks. I knew there was something that was off. And now the bricks are complete. Because they have little studs for Mario to step on. Once again, the smallest pieces have extras. And we're on to the final bag. This is where we build Bowser Jr. and the fortress. Well, I have seen these in Walmart. I work near Walmart, so I'll go in every so often. I've seen these sets at Walmart, and those that I really want, but ooh, he's expensive. I want that Bowser set. Alright, so we got a lava tile. Looks like 2 gray pieces. And we'll call them stepping stones. Yeah, I want the Bowser set, but $100 is a lot. probably will get eventually, because I have a feeling these are sets I'm going to just keep grabbing. It shows these ones just kind of hang on the corners here. I need a better look at that. Ah, there we go. Okay. I think that's right. Yeah, that looks right. It looks like they more or less go directly across from each other. No, that doesn't work. What am I missing? I'm missing. Oh, I see what I need to do. Okay. Alright, so we have little stepping stones through the lava. And I put the wrong pieces there. Whoops. Where are those pieces, actually? I don't see them. Are those pieces in this bag? Yes, they are. Okay. I would have expected it to be different, but okay. That'll work. Scan, check. Yeah, okay, that's right. Right, so the flat piece goes on top of a 4-stud piece. Alright. Thankfully, these are not one of those sets where you want to have the brick separator. Now the stepping stones are actually done correctly. Our biggest piece of grass yet. Looks like black piece is needed there. There you are. I've seen pieces like this before, but I've never seen a piece exactly like this. It's got the hinge on the side, but it's not, again, not what I'm used to. There's actually a lot of different stuff in here. It's not a bad thing. It makes it unique. Again, I don't know how unique it actually is. Legos are expensive, so I don't have them that often. Get them that often, but I do like Lego. I do build a decent amount. Alright. No special stud thing on that. Just now I can put this little gray stepping stone. I'm just going to call them stepping stones because I mean that's more or less how what they've been. It goes onto that black piece, and it looks like I need a small bar that goes in this way. There we go. Something is going to flip then, because there's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a case of something flipping up. Alright. Definitely a hinge of some kind. Looks like 2 green pieces. He's trying to show them as only being slightly darker than this green piece. They're actually a lot darker. Somebody threw firecrackers out of their car because they're a moron. Alright, so we're getting there on this. more green pieces. Yep. And they go to the side. I think it's going to be that when Mario steps on something to connect this power piece flips up. I'm not sure. Where are those pieces? I think that's one of them. That is indeed one of them. These go to the side like this. Where's that other one? You're probably right near it, and I just missed it. There it is. So I actually like the idea of having little different platforms here that you can play around with. And going from that. It's a unique system, and I like it. I know it's not for everyone, but for me, it's a fun little idea. Alright, so flat studs. Ones that aren't actually studs is what I need to say. So flats. There's one of them. And two of them. Alright, because they're going on either side. I've noticed this trend recently. Has LEGO shifted so that all the smaller studs are completely go through? I've noticed this in other sets as well. And I think I basically confirmed my theory of this piece is going to flip. Or is this going to be a piece that flips another piece? Because next up, we have a gray version of that black piece. Well, almost of the black piece. The inch part's on the opposite side. It does show it going that way, so... Alright, so that's the part that's going to flip then. So it's not the whole thing, but this part definitely will. So making a bit of a bridge. There you are. You did not want to show up. And like the spinner piece, we're having a piece going along the bridge. I guess it's more of a plank, really, but with the way it's set up. You know, they actually have the right amount of pieces here done just the right way that... I bet you have Mario step here and then flip. They're doing this in just the right way that you have all the pieces you need to make an airship. I mean, you don't have enough pieces in this set, but all the pieces you would need are in the set. Actually, you might have enough pieces in this set. I'm not sure on that. And now it looks like we're doing the tower itself. So, another one of those big pieces of grass. Another 4 of these, which, once again, is going on exactly the way you think it is. Actually, no, it's not. These ones are different. The corners don't touch this time. I wasn't quite down to PDF enough to see that. So the corners do not touch this time, leaving gaps. The Which, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly enough space for... Oh, the tree fell. Okay. There's exactly enough space that the Goomba can go into, sure enough. Mario himself is too big to fit in there. Without his arms he could, but we're not ripping his arms off. Put a brown piece on top of that. Which, I believe it's our first look at the brown base plate. Because obviously these are base plates, they're a special version of base plate. Alright. Now we have red bricks, dark red bricks. Kind of burgundy. I know it's too dark in here to really show up well. But, again, they're just like these ones, but darker and redder. And they go exactly on top of those pylons. And make sure the brick part is facing out, because it's just a line otherwise. These are actually pieces you see more in not LEGO sets. I'll come off-brand, because LEGO itself isn't off-brand. They literally stole the company. Well, stole the bricks from the person who actually made it. And a lot of these tiny little slopes. Because these are going to be making spikes. And they're so small, I can't even show them on camera. But there you go. That will give you an idea of how we're doing this. Alright. By the way, we actually have to do this again. I also really want to get the Toad set, because I want my Toadette. I want LEGO Toadette. I love them. Alright. So that's that part. Just trying to figure out exactly how this tower is going to work. I think it's going to be a smaller tower inside of this one. I'm not sure. Actually, no, that can't be. No, that will be it. That's definitely what's going to be. Okay. Alright. So, we're taking this small piece this time. We have another 4 of these. And this time, it is where only the corners are touching, because that's the only possible way to do this on this small base plate here. I'm actually impressed with how much you get with this. Just because, again, there are other builds and whatnot, and it's honestly pretty meaty with all the stuff you're building. It's just that it doesn't build like how most LEGO builds. And now we put a bigger base piece on there. once again, we have the brick pieces, which again go directly on top of the pylon. No, they do not. They go outside of the pylons this time. One was trying to hide from me, but I see it in there. So what the rebuild shows, I'm not sure why you even need to do a rebuild. I think you actually don't even have to rebuild. It's just changing where some of the base plates are, isn't it? And once again, we put spikes on there. There's a small stud piece I haven't used yet. I'm going to assume it goes as part of Bowser's Jr.'s spikes, but I could be wrong. Actually, no. Bowser Jr.'s spikes in there cannot work that way. Not that piece. Another piece I haven't used yet. Okay, if it wasn't creepy enough as is, the light from my computer, which is that red light there, is making Mario even creepier. Because I just look up at my screen and see that Mario face all in red. Please, somebody, make a FNAF style game with this Mario. I will play it. Those are really cool pieces. As I'm going through these bags, I'm finding pieces that I have never seen before, and it's very intriguing to me. Like, I'm sure some of them exist in other sets. I just haven't seen them, but... Okay, that's what it shows for that. Now we're building Junior himself. So first off, we have Junior's feet. They look to be the exact same size, exactly the same length. Nope, they're slightly smaller than Mario's, and they're definitely not the same size, and they're slightly bigger than Goomba's. Or Bowser has feet the same size as Mario. Okay, apparently that's where that great stuff piece is going. Okay, what else? Oh, okay. There's the opening head, that's fine. Okay, so not all the single stud pieces have holes in them, so that's not the thing. I thought it might be because I've seen it so often, but no. Because that one does not have the hole in it, that's a small gray stud. And then it shows a white block coming on top of that. Oh, I see. Okay. You're where his shell spawn attached. I think I had that right. It's hard to tell which direction things are facing. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I had that right. Alright. Essentially a blue version of that white piece I just put down. Slightly small. Actually, no, it's probably the same size, but... Whoops. You gotta be careful with pieces like that. I should know better. You're the same size, you just put the stud on a different part. Try to straighten that out. Because I'm sure I know what's coming with this. You're not the right piece. You're the piece I need. Alright. I haven't grabbed any blind bags yet, but we're probably going to be heading out looking for them on Friday. That makes sense. So, yeah, these are definitely neat pieces then. Now I actually see what they're for. Alright, but before we get to those, we have these pieces with the holes in them. And actually, we're not even to that point yet. I grabbed those too early too. We have 2 yellow pieces to go before that. Otherwise, it would look very, very wrong. Right, so these yellow pieces go on first. Now we put these ones with the holes on. The piece I was curious about, I'm not pretty confident are unique to Mario for the moment, because they're Junior's arms. There we go. Junior's coming together. Alright, green piece on the back. Whoops. I am fumbly today for some reason. Oh, I have no way of getting more light in here, so it's just going to be red from here on out. So we got the back of his head there. This was gray. Because that's what they are. I was looking at a different piece. Okay. It's weird how they have some of the pieces separated, because some of the pieces that you think would all be in the same bag are in different bags. Anyways, we're getting Bowser's head now. He doesn't use head now, so there we go. Alright, small little triangle pieces. No, it's not that piece yet. The question is, which bag are they in? I see that the round one. Triangles, got it. I was looking for a flatter thing. Alright, so we got these rounded triangles, and these are his cheeks. I have no doubt they're his cheeks. Because Bowser Jr. does have the little baby face cheeks. Actually, Bowser kind of does too, just not as much. And yeah, it's actually starting to look like Bowser Jr. already. I'm actually impressed with this. Alright, so this piece goes across here. That should solidify those pieces together. Another green piece on the back. And that explains some pieces I was curious about. Actually, no, it doesn't. Alright. So next up, we have 2 of these pieces. And 2 pyramid pieces to go onto them. That's not the piece I need to grab. There's the piece I wanted. I believe these are going to be his, I'll call them ears. I'm not sure what exactly they are on Bowser Jr., but I'll call them ears. Based off of where they are in his head. to get things as straight as possible to make sure I can get everything right. Now, his eyes, which do the eyebrows are one big piece rather than the usual rounded bits that they would be. Because you can do Bowser Jr.'s eyes with those round pieces easily. You can't do the eyebrows. Not easily. The flat green piece on the back there to help flush things out. Well, not flat, but this thin piece. There we go. It's Bowser Jr., but there is something missing. And a couple somethings, actually. The main thing being, he needs his mouth. I'm aware of what else is missing, but his mouth is the most important thing there to me. We also have his magic scarf, or handkerchief rather. For the record, I like Sunshine. I just thought it went on too long, and some of the challenges were just too much for what you got from it. Also, Blood's controls are not great. I suspect it actually worked pretty well with gyro controls, so I'm actually looking forward to the rumored collection. If that collection is real, maybe we can actually play Sunshine and actually be somewhat decent, because I think gyro would actually help a lot, and they may add gyro. And we have his little tuft of hair, because he of course has a little sumo hair thing. I don't know what the actual name for it is, so that's what I'm calling it, sumo hair thing. And the last part to actually make him Bowser Jr., he of course needs his shell. I am doing things slightly out of order, but it does not matter. Because you're actually supposed to put on the barcode before putting on the shell. It does not matter. And speaking of the barcode, we have a little Bowser Jr. one. Go with the chubby cheeks. Which is not going to show up on camera in this lighting. And again, I have no way. Actually, I do have one way to make it lighter. We'll see if it works. But that's actually all the parts built. After that, it's however you want to put the parts together. I have no idea how much light that's going to add, but we'll see. Decent amount of light added. Not great, but there's a bit. Well, anyway, I'm going to get something to drink. Alright. So all the pieces are there. After that, you can do whatever you want with them. I'm going to turn Mario back on just so you can see how he interacts with some of the pieces. So first up, we have the. Again, you're not going to be able to hear the sounds. I'm sorry about that. There's just no way I can do that. It's not showing up because it's yellow. Got 10 coins from it. Whoops. Let's do that again. By the way, it's the Mario Kart random sound, not the random sound from Mario Kart 18. That's definitely the Mario Kart one. Let's try that again. 5 that time. Does it show up? No, the screen's a bit too bright for it to work out right now. I think it's because it's so dark. Got so dark in here. We'll see though. Put them on the spinner. Ah, it makes a fire bar noise. I don't know how well it's showing up. I think it's even showing a fire bar. Yeah, the screen's not showing up, unfortunately. It looks like you get coins for how long he stays on. I'll try to get better images of this in the future, but it's going to be difficult. Just due to the fact that Mario himself is basically a big flashlight. The cloud. Yeah, it's another spinner, and he's getting points for how long he stays on it. There are colors we haven't seen him interact with yet. Let's see, does he interact with brown at all? Nope. As far as I'm concerned, that's just another platform. We actually haven't done the pipe yet. Actually playing the Mario theme, which is nice. I'm going to guess this ends it. Yep, sure enough, it shows the flag icon rising. You can barely see the animations. If I put it any closer, you won't see the animations at all. We've done the question mark block. We have not stomped on the Goomba yet. Makes an impact mark and gets coins. And the last one to interact with is Junior. Where did Junior get to? There's Junior. You have to do Junior 3 times. So that's actually everything in that set. I may try in the morning to get some better video of this, but I doubt it'll help at all. But that's all the parts build. You have all of these sticks to just stick things together however you want. I'm going to put a bunch of pieces away for now. I'll figure out exactly what I want to do later on. But I do appreciate that the instructions are just to build each of these things, and then you can do whatever the hell you want. And yeah, Bowser's meant to stand. Bowser Jr.'s meant to stand on one end. Mario hits, and off he goes. And probably set it up so that flips the tower as well. Speaking of the tower, it does not show to do it this way, but it makes sense to. I'm going to leave the tower like this, I think. This is actually what shows us a rebuild as well, I believe, so... the rebuild shows it as... okay, so yeah, you have all the pieces you need to do the rebuild, just as is. This is just the hills that do it. Okay, yeah, that works. And for now, we'll do this and keep Bowser Jr. up here. Alright, yeah, that'll work. I'll figure out some stuff to do with that later. But of course, I have another set to build. And that set also gives us a new terrain type. Mario himself is going to stay up here for obvious reasons. But everything else I'm going to put down here for now. And yeah, there's really no reason you can't just do whatever the hell you want. It's basically designed to be rebuilt around these base plate pieces. Which is nice. Now, again, I will at least get better images of them in the morning. Whether I can get better video, I don't know. Probably not. But I'll try. Fortunately, there's no way to do this during day, and honestly, day may just make it worse. I don't know. Now again, as far as I know, this set is only available from having pre-ordered from the LEGO shop. I may be wrong on that, but as far as I know, that's the case. I certainly haven't seen it available for sale anywhere outside of scalpers who obviously bought more than one set trying to sell it. Okay, box just worked on that, whatever. Try not to rip LEGO boxes, but eh. This is what it is. Stone Eye, that's your name. Okay, I have no clue what the hell this thing's name was. So we have Stone Eye, Monty Mall, and a Super Mushroom in this set. And this is the desert theme set. Alright, bag one. Looks like that's probably going to be Stone Eye, for the most part. Bag three, okay. And bag two. You have a new connector piece, Instructions which I'm willing to bet just tell me to go to the app. Yep. I have to get the different suits at some point as well. Oh yeah, they definitely have made all the pieces they need to make an airship, because Bowser's Castle is halfway there anyway. Looking at the all the sets connected back here in the back of this pamphlet here. I have no idea how well that's showing up because my screen is too small to see it. Alright, I'm actually going to save the PDF I've just done in case I would need to rebuild. I doubt I will. Lego Mario Starter. Alright, and instructions. Monty Mushroom Expansion Set, there you are. Download that. Lego Monty Supershroom Expansion. I'm making sure I save these because I do not trust LEGO to keep them on their site. And yeah, I'm right. It's so actually that makes things very easy the way it's set up. The first bag is Stone Eye. The second bag is the path itself. And the last bag is the end of the path, Monty Mall, the Supershroom. Alright. As well as those bags, we have a sand connector and a yellow base plate to represent sand. So for now, I'm going to put those to the side. And since we know that each set is entirely in just one bag, and that actually does seem to be how it was in the first one as well, so I appreciate when LEGO actually does that. Half the time they do not. Actually, the majority of the time they don't. So it's appreciated when they actually do bother to do that. Alright. Put Creeper Mario to the side for now. We have another bag of small pieces. Yeah, all these gray pieces. Hey, there's something I wanted to check with Mario. I have the piece over here. There's no way to do with it, so we'll do it later. It's probably around here somewhere. But I moved a bunch of stuff to even be able to do this. Alright, start with this piece. This piece with the holes in it, so that we know there's going to be a hinge there. Alright. And I'm doing things from my end, so it's going to be backwards to do it first. 2 3x1s it looks like. Where's the other 3x1? There you are. Now they're both there. So I'm going to guess, since there's a PAL block in here, the PAL block's going to connect to the back here. When Mario hits the PAL block, that's what's going to make Stony go down. because I'm absolutely sure that this is the part that's going to be hidden inside of the mechanism. There we go. Alright, so with these pieces, it's hard to tell how these ones are going on actually. I can't tell if these are meant to stick out or not. Not. Okay, good. Took a bit to see. That's not the piece I'm looking for. There you are. Should be two more of you. There's one, and I see the other. Alright. Alright, so now this is front facing for you. Then I'm sure the back's going to be how this mechanism works. I don't even know what game Stoney's in. I don't think I recognize Stoney from anything. Alright, now we're going to need to get into the small bag, but before that, black gray piece that goes across here. I should probably look that up. Let's go to Mario Wiki. No, Stoney appears to be an entirely new thing. Unless I misspelled his name, which is possible. Stone Eye, not Stoney. Stone Eye. Okay, there we go. There couldn't be. Oh, he's from Super Mario U, Brothers U. Got it. Okay. Is he in Super Mario? Oh, he's in the background. Okay. So he's mostly been relegated to the background element. But him being in Super Mario Bros. U makes sense as to why I did not recognize it, because I did not get very far. Alright, fine. I try to avoid doing that because stuff like that happens. Thankfully, this is the only piece that fell. So Stone Eye. I kept calling him Stoney. It's Stone Eye. He also doesn't even really look like a Mario character so much as he does a Banjo-Kazooie character. Which, granted, there's a lot of overlap, but still. Alright. Big gray piece on top there. Oops, I forgot to do something. Need this piece to flatten out back there. Otherwise, this next piece can't go on. Right, so now this piece here. Two more of those pieces. Easily could have just been one part of the instructions, Lego. There's literally no reason it had to be two separate steps. Alright, get his sides on. So, okay, which direction is good? I actually double things in my direction now. Alright, so this way. I mean, based off the character I saw on the wiki, yeah, this is basically it. There you are. You go into the back there. And now, I'm sure these are going to be how the eyes attach, because these sets don't do things creepy enough as is, apparently. So for now, it's just got big, empty eye holes. I'm pretty sure there's going to be studs going in there, or some connecting the studs. Yep, there we go. And because the piece is used, that also means the studs can move, so that doesn't really matter in this case. Alright, that's most of Stone Eye. That's the wrong piece, that's why that did not make sense. There we go, that makes more sense. There we go. You can definitely see them coming together now. God, those eyes are terrifying. Oh, we're doing one of those, put all the colorful parts on the inside things. Looks like. So what shows next is to put these parts here in the back. There's a whole bunch of color parts in front. Obviously something's connecting to them because the yellows and the white are have front-facing studs. Why is this a trend with LEGO? Sure, it'd be cheaper just to put all the same color like this. Like, the green is going to be barely used in this set, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's funny that all the Batman sets have a whole bunch of bright colors on the inside of the Batmobile and whatnot, but... I don't see... Did I screw up on one piece? I may have screwed up. I did screw up. At least it's easy to fix. I had his mustache wrong. Or mouth. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm going to guess mustache because it's Mario. It's a Mario set. There we go. I realized when I had a dark color and a light color I have to put on the top, and that didn't really make any sense. And we have a grape to attach to this side. And we have the Stone Eye barcode. And again, the barcodes are designed so that if you look at the image, you'll know exactly who they go to. One more part left of this. Big ol' eyebrow. Monobrow. Major monobrow. Sorry, I'm in a Fixing Fur mood. I feel like watching that later, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing later. And that's the part that covers up all the colorful parts. So Stone Eye's done. Actually, he looks a lot less creepy now that he has the monobrow. And again, a bit of small pieces left. Which I'm going to try to keep in bags that are nearby. But who knows how well that's going to work out. Where did that bag go, actually? Alright, I'll just put it in the box. These are sets that I really don't think you'll ever have a need to really take apart with the way they're designed. Everything is compact enough that you can easily store it and then just do whatever you want when you feel like playing around with it. Alright, so bag 2. Still not even go with Mario book back here for now. Yeah, there's nothing more there. Okay. And it looks like the first thing I'm going to need to do is actually, maybe not. Nope, yeah, that is the first thing I'm going to need to do is open up the small bag. Because literally the first step is making the PAL block. PAL block just shows the word PAL in the PAL block style on its barcode, and that is barely showing up, but I can't really do anything more with that. Alright, so there's the PAL block. I am curious, because it is a different color, I need to test. Yeah, he recognizes it as sand. And of course, you can't see it, but no, he recognizes it as the desert. Okay, I was expecting you to just be straight up just a stop sign. Or a lollipop, rather. I believe is how you refer to it in LEGO. Alright. And again, I was not expecting that. Oh, I actually need to grab this long piece. It's actually showing this specific piece that I already put away to the side. Because it wasn't in the bag. Alright, there we go. Two small little pieces of grass. Looks like they go like this. So I'm sure it's going to be extras and oops, I put that in the spot I didn't want to. There we go. So I'm sure it's going to be extras of that piece because it's so tiny. Wait, did this piece actually get... I actually need to... I think I did screw something up on Bowser Jr. I need to go back to that in a bit. I'll have to take a look at that later. Alright, so this... may just be an extra piece, but I don't know. I need to double check on that. So there you go so far. Definitely have a desert going. So that's where you're done that way. Got it. So there's 2 flat yellow pieces, which are going to be used as separators. As we put these yellow base plates on. These are base plates. I'm going to keep calling them base plates because that's essentially what they are. They're a very specific type of base plate that probably will only exist in the Mario set, but they are base plates. Unless they do other theme things with Nintendo. I could see this kind of working with Zelda stuff, actually. All you really have to do is change where the light is. Put it on a Link's sword. It would work. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because you'd still need to have the terrain. But yeah, you could definitely. I'm pretty sure you can make Legend of Zelda work using this stuff. Looks like 2 pieces between, 2 studs between. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot then. Easy fix. And yep, that means I put the little grass piece in the wrong place as well. Again, easy fix. Alright, there we go. Coming along. There's the mechanism I was waiting for. This is going to be our flipper do embedding. Alright. I don't have to attach that yet. Black gray piece. Yep, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. It's going to be these attaching. That's going to make it work. I'm going to bet I know exactly how this attaches. More or less I did, yeah. Alright, and there we go. There's our flipper doodle. So it's going to be pressing on this to activate it most likely. Actually no, it has to be on the PAL block, so someone's got to hold this up. Oh, Stone Eye probably holds it up, let me guess. He's just enough weight. Yep. And then you flip, and that'll make him fall. Got it, okay. That's probably partially right. Probably not entirely right, but I think it's partially right. Okay, more of those pieces on the back then. It's going to be easiest to start with this. And work my way backwards. And that's how Stone Eye is staying attached. Got it. Because Stone Eye is going to attach to this peg here. So yeah, then PAL probably goes here, and when Mario lands in PAL, that's what activates it. We'll see if I'm right. Okay, another one of those. I'm going to guess we'll be building stuff in front to hide a lot of the mechanism. Maybe not. So far, it looks like it's just building stuff on top. Definitely still. Whoops, that's not put on right. This is where I should have gone and figured out where I have one of my brick separators. But, yeah, I'm way too lazy. That actually got caught on my finger. Ah, okay, that's where you go. So I'm partially right in hiding the mechanism. It says 2 more on top of that. Alright. I'm 90% sure that's that bag done. But nope, there is a couple pieces I haven't used yet. And I'm pretty sure I know where they go. Yep. So yeah, that hill hides that. I guess dune is the best way of putting it. Hides the mechanism a little bit. There's one piece already fell out. Might as well grab that one. So yeah, we've got a little sand dune there. Oh, actually, I'm using that piece. I think that was. Also, wait. Did I miss a piece? I had to miss something. What am I missing? So I see that piece in bag 3. I don't see it in that bag. Yeah, I dumped entirely bag 2 out. There's both bag 2s. It's not in there. It shows another base plate here, but I don't see that. Maybe they just have the wrong bag? The only thing I can think of. Do put another separator on there, though. Checking something here. Yeah, it's the one from bag 3. Alright. I'll put that on as the last step just to be sure. Alright. Bag 3. Which honestly is the part I'm most excited to build. Because this is the part with my boy Monty. I love Monty Mall. Monty Mall's my main in Super Mario Party. Alright, so Monty Mall feet first. There's his feet. It looks like the small guys do have all the more or less the same build. Where you basically just make a square. This makes sense. I can appreciate it. Yeah, that is the right piece. Okay. I can put this bag into the box for now. Of course, that piece fell out, but that's more reason to put it in the box. There's the other one. Now, are you doing that weird thing where you have them weirdly separated again? Yes, you are. Alright. Small bag. Or if they'll do a rocky wrench since they have the Monty Mall stuff here. Because it would be the same build, just with a different different barcode, essentially. Well, I guess the eyes would be a bit different, but that's as easy as making a new plate. So I wonder if they'll do a rocky wrench. If they do airships, they'll definitely do a rocky wrench. Yeah, so he's basically built the same as Goomba, but because of his belly, he has to be built slightly differently. So the white part needs to be there for his belly. Also, he gets an actual head made for him rather than having just a front because, again, he's also a bit taller. Monty Mall base plate. I'm sure it's one of the things I just dumped out. So where are you? Base plate. Barcode. I'm not to the barcode yet. Oh, yes, I am. I don't see that. I know it's here somewhere. There's no way it's not. There you are. You're hiding under. Gotcha. Alright, Monty Mall barcode. Little mall face. Now I go to his claws. I did notice another barcode piece that I'm pretty sure is Monty Mall's claws. Where's that other piece? I just saw it. This is why they recommend you actually separate the pieces. I never do that. I'm not that smart. I know that piece is here. I imagine it's stayed in the bag. There you are. I do suspect that for the most part, the enemies are basically going to be putting a square on feet. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. So we build the super mushroom next. So we have the super mushroom slash toad face. Because I am going to assume they used this same piece for the toads. I saw there was a toad set. I haven't actually taken a look at the sets. Looks like we need a hinge. There it is. Not sure why we need a hinge. I guess, oh, to make it angled. Got it. Okay. What small white piece which I'm bidding is, yep, it's that piece with the one stud. And it shows a red stopper. That's probably, yeah, that's that. Then we have a green piece, but it's not that green piece. Oh, we don't have that green piece yet. I'm ahead of myself. We have this gray piece to do the hinge. And then green on top of that. I'm not really sure why. There shows a reason for. Oh, okay, I see why. Okay. Because that's how you actually get the mushroom on. Got it. Because it needs to be big enough that it looks like a super mushroom, but not so big that it covers the super mushroom's face. And it does hinge. Alright. And so is that the right piece? It really looks like it should be a... No, I see it now. Okay, yeah, so this piece is for the super mushroom. I just noticed something that may be a thing. Nope, never mind. Not maybe round meant good, but nope, that doesn't work with the others. Okay, so there's a super mushroom. Super mushroom, of course, has to come from a brick. So we have these brick pieces again. This time, they aren't on a little round piece. And this time, let's not forget the top of the brick. Alright. Got that brick. It says to move on to another part. This big ass piece. Alright, that's easy enough to work with. So grass on the corner here. Grass. One piece of grass on this corner with pink flowers sticking up. So obviously these are baby cacti then. Because that would explain the pink flower. Red piece here. Our next step, we're going some walls. I wonder if the mushroom's supposed to slide out here. Am I doing that? No, I'm not. Lego's not good at three-dimensional instructions, unfortunately. Alright, and a white slope. This is why I assume the mushroom's going to slide down. Or possibly slide up. depending on how the mechanism works. A different brick piece. We now have these, I don't even know what color to call this. It's like a gray-brown, which, again, will not show up around the camera. Actually, it shows up decently on camera. I'm impressed. Alright, and that goes in front here. Alright, now we're building another mechanism. So of course we need these ones with the sticks on them. Where's the other one? I'm gonna call you Pinocchio. Where's the other Pinocchio? There you are. And put it so that it's just on top of the first end. One end is just on top of the red. There we go. Alright, two of these, and one of these. And then the other one of that. So yeah, something's lifting up from that. So I'm going to assume this is either going to lift Monty Ball out, or it will lift the Super Mushroom out. One of the two. Either way, we attach that black seesaw. Alright. And build up around it a bit. That's not the right piece. That's why it did not seem right. Where is the right piece, actually? There it is. Hiding from me. And then one in the background here, looks like. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so right here. Another flipped piece. This one's got this has to be the Monty Mall one. Alright. Just do the size of it. It's gotta be. So red piece, flat on top. Put it upside down. We put on two gray hinges. There's a blue slope piece. Put on. There we go. Attach these gray rods. And attach the things that are going to make it actually stay the right direction. Alright, and exactly where do you attach? Up here, okay. So you attach on top of that. So that'll flip that up. I do notice that it's Mario Keller, so maybe that's actually a trap for Mario. So this piece I kept grabbed by mistake. Now we finally need it. It's the 3x1. Go in the front with a brick next to it. And it looks like we're building up more. another brick in the front. And keep building around with these corners. And because of that flipping piece there can't be any more there. No, it's too small for Mario. This must be Monty Mall. Either Monty Mall or the mushroom. I'm going to bet Monty Mall is more likely. I could be wrong. If I had to guess, it's Monty Mall. Alright. Make sure I am doing this correctly. There we go. So do this one and this one. I think we're getting there. And these little pieces that we used for pylons before. One on either side. And put them on this way so that the slopes are facing inward. Once again, my finger got caught in that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is for Monty Mall to pop out. We'll see if I'm right. We're not there yet, so... Alright, so these two flatter pieces together. The yellow piece there. Hinge on either side. Then these pieces in front. Alright, and flush it out back there. These bars. Hinge that allowed to attach the other way. Come next, I'm sure. Let me see. I am partially correct. I set the order slightly wrong. Alright, so do that, and do it again. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from Monty Mall and that when he pops out to lift this up. Make sure I'm just going the right direction. Yeah, the supershroom can't fit in there. It's got to be from Monty Mall. So let's see if I'm right on how this mechanism is meant to work. It doesn't quite fit in there, so maybe not. Oh, nope, there we go. Yeah, so he's peeking out, and then he jumps out. Now we have to connect everything. connects like this. Double check, make sure there's not anything I'm missing other than the part up here, which I'm pretty sure I figured out. Yep, I've got everything figured out then. Alright. Alright, Stone Eye. You go here. How Block goes here. Which makes Stone Eye fall. Mighty Maul goes in here. It's a bit of a tight fit, but once you get him in there, he's in there. Super Mushroom goes onto this block. Which goes onto this part in the front of the course. And it actually faces away from me. Okay. If I was looking at it from the front. Alright. So that's all of that. Let's put these extra pieces away. The starter course actually doesn't really have any specific way of putting it. This one very much does. Anyways, it's time to test Mario out on this. So, Super Mushroom. Is something that does not work on just the Mario thing, because he's asking for a tablet. So that must be for something. I wonder if there's something I could rig up with the computer. I'll have to look it up. So I don't have a tablet or smartphone. Unless... yeah, I'm able to turn the Bluetooth on, but... there's nothing I could connect it to. Okay, so I can stop trying to connect to the Bluetooth now. So the Super Mushroom must do some kind of animation thing on the app then. Depending on the app, there may actually be an app that I have on the computer that can make it work. But all right, so can't be right. So that's for Bluetooth for everything. That cannot be correct. All right, well, let's flip Money Mall out. I think Stone Eye is actually supposed to do it, but he's so tight in there. Okay, no, that worked. So why is he asking for the Bluetooth symbol in some cases? He's definitely not reading it for some reason. I'll have to look that up. He should be reading it, but he's not. Yeah, Stone Eye is definitely supposed to be the thing that's actually lifting Monty Mole out of here, but that's not working. He worked on Monty Mall, so maybe there's just some. Maybe he has to be updated. Technically, this set isn't actually out yet. I don't know if there's any sets that actually have PAL blocks, Super Mushrooms, or Stone Eyes out at the moment. How do I update Mario? That's what I need to look up. I don't want to survey right now. Help. No. Mario. Airs, maybe? I have to assume that Lego Mario has to be updated somehow, but I don't know how to do that. Because he works with Monty Mall, but he doesn't work with the PAL block, or Stone Eye, or the Super Mushroom. Monty Mall, I know is in other sets. I don't think the other pieces are. I think that's the issue. The question is, how do you update him? No, so why is it asking for the Bluetooth when I do that? That's a question I'll have to put into the FAQs on LEGO. Anyways, that's going to be it, because everything's been built. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great time, maybe. Bye, guys.